Welcome back to our YouTube. We are on day 1 billion of the floors. They're not perfect. They're not exactly how I would like them, but they are really good and we did a lot of hard work. So we're gonna roll with it. We have this poly over here, this polyurethane Minwax, fast drying. We're going with a satin because we don't want any sheen up here. No Charlie Sheen. We're gonna get started. We have our lamb's wool applicator, super soft, super fuzzy. We have our tray. I'm gonna get my mask on, maybe some gloves, and get to work. So wish us luck.
Voiceover Katie here from editing. Welcome back to our channel. This video is gonna be something else. So we royally effed up these floors. And this is the part of the process where we realized that. We picked a polyurethane, like a clear coat, that we thought was just a basic clear coat for refinishing wood floors. And as we put it on, we realized that the can said it added an amber tone to the floors, which at first we were like, okay, that's fine. We love amber tones. And once Cody put it on the whole room, basically we realized, oh no, this is not right. This is red. The floors are pine, so they already have a red undertone. It was a lot. And we said, let's just trust the process. Let's wait it out. Maybe it'll get a little more clear. And it didn't. It was really red. So we realized we used the wrong poly. I think we'll go more into it later in the video, but I just want to let you guys know there's a lot of fails in this video and we didn't have a lot of gumption to film and to talk to the camera because we were going down mentally because of this mistake. So enjoy.
Okay, so here are the floors that are terrible. The poly that we picked up had an amber finish to it that both of us missed. And when I started to lay it down, I just thought that it might dry clear, but that was naive. And here we are today, and we've rented a orbital sander. So I went with the orbital sander because it's more forgiving than a drum. I don't need to take it down as far as I did the first time. I'm still gonna start with a 36 grit just to try and get these a little more even, but we're gonna see after this starts how this goes. And I actually bought a 120 grit, which is what I wanted originally, so the finish can sit on top of it nice and smooth. The poly can sit on it nice and smooth, and I'm hoping it gets a little softer on the feet too, because this is a softwood as is, but I do want to go finer with the final finish. Okie dokie, update number whatever. I rolled the sander in, went to go stick the loop hooks to the bottom of the sander, and the sander was basically broken. None of the sanding pads would actually stick to it, and this is probably just a result of renting from Menards, where things are broke sometimes. That's the disadvantage of a rental. So despite paying the money for it, we called. They're going to give us a refund. So I parked the sander outside where it belongs, and I've started to sand everything by hand. So this way, I've used this. This doubles as an edger, so I didn't have to rent that. And I'm going through plank by plank and getting them as evenly as possible, because with the drum machine, I don't think it was completely even. I'm not saying this is a better method, but this is the method that we're doing today because we're not going to take the 1 hour round trip back to Menards. We're going to use the most of our time, use the most of our daylight, start sanding. So this is the progress so far. This is 36 grit. It's mainly just being used to take off all of the one round of poly that we did the other day. Now we're taking all of that off, resanding it all down, getting it more even before we apply a clear coat. This time, we're just going straight with a clear coat because we like the blondness of the pine. We want it to stay blonde. We've tried 7 or 8 different stains. We didn't like any of them, so we're just gonna keep it as is. So wish us luck. Here we go again.
This whole sanding process has been so tiresome. It's been so exhausting, and we crunched the numbers and we spent more doing this room than we would have spent paying a professional to do this room. So there's some food for thought if you guys are thinking about ever trying this yourself. We are the type of people that have to just try it ourselves, even though people told us not to do it. Don't try to attempt it yourselves. We had to. And we messed up and then we remedied it. So this is us remedying it. Cody jumped right in, started resanding it. The fact that we rented an orbital sander and then it was broken really just was the final nail in the coffin for our mental health. And Cody was going so crazy with the hand sander. We would not recommend doing that. It was kind of just like a last ditch effort out of, what's the word I'm looking for? Desperation to get it done, because we were just desperate to sleep on a real bed. We wanted to get our bed frame set up and our mattress, so he did it by hand, and we did remedy the situation, but it was a crazy time.
So I have almost gone through one time the entire room with the hand sander. It's looking a lot better. I got a couple 36 grit left. I'm just gonna do some runs with the rest of it after I get this up, and then I'm bumping up to a 50. Once I bump up to a 50, I expect the splotchiness to kind of come out, and I'm gonna work on those spots little by little, and then we're gonna go up to 80 to get it nice and smooth, and then we're actually gonna go up to 120 after that before we poly it. So I want to get as much off of here as possible. I want to get it as even as possible, and I want it to look really good. So I'm doing away with all of the industrial methods, and I am just getting down on my hands and knees and doing the damn thing, because why not at this point?
Last one was stain color.
The last poly that we had was amber color.
Yeah.
And it said amber in very small print. And this is a real clear cut.
I think you should do it on either this one or this one.
I'm gonna do
Great.
here.
Yep.
I think that's it. That's what we want.
Oh, my thumb. So ugly.
In case you drip onto the floor, just wipe it up. Because look, I'm going to have this part done. Just go down kind of where you think you need to, and not all the way, because the bigger trim's going to cover it. And that's basically it there. You run out of paint, grab a little from down here. You'll get it. Next thing you'll know, you'll be trimming as good as Brandon, and he'll be like, what the hell? What the hell? I am wanted by the FBI.
Are you?
All right, let's see what you got, brother.
First we're tapping. You flip it or no?
Yep, flip it to get some off of each side. One more time. All right, now that's enough.
Okay, so we are going to.
You want the whole edge of your brush on there.
Up.
Yep, the whole edge. Yep. You'll see where it's cutting the line and just go really nice and slow. There you go. There you go. There you go. Don't forget, if you mess up, you can go back with a little brush and fix that later. Very nice. Look at that. You guys, nail natural. No, not sideways now.
This.
Yeah, like that. Along the edge. Just go back along that edge. One big long streak. There you go. All the way. There. And you can take your brush like this and go back you can actually go back the other way.
Okay.
Like this where you haven't quite got it all.
Mm-hmm.
And see. Now that you got it down so far, you can
Just take
do
it
that.
away.
And just make sure to always finish with one nice long stroke. Do I sound like that guy on PBS?
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. You did very nice. Very good.
Good job, Cody.
I'm getting a little nervous. These are actually 40 volt too.
Oh, well, so
40 volt, 4 AH. What's the difference between 4 AH and 6 AH?
I have no idea.
Oh, man. So that's.
Hold still, Troy.
Cody found this cool shade globe thing at Habitat Restore, and we're gonna see if it fits on this fixture in our back room. Hopefully Cody doesn't fall down the stairs. Oh, I get it. It's like a tension compression thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. It fits?
It fits the hole. I just need to see if it actually holds.
If it locks in. No. He did it. It's very cool.
It's actually really cool.
Looking good. Now these wall colors and these curtains gotta go. But
Okay, you can bring the vacuum up and you can vacuum it now and then we'll, then I can paint the woodwork behind it.
I'm just going to carry these downstairs, so if you want to, you can shake them out.
the tarps.
Kind of like we were doing yesterday. Here.
I got it.
This one, and I'm gonna take this one. We're gonna lay the slats down over here.
Okay.
Cool. Can we put it all together? I guess my question is, say we put the sides up, put those up to the headboard,
Yep.
and then we put the foot on.
Yep.
It looks like these can like rest into place and
Yep.
have room. And then if we have, is it easy to slide those in once the four
Probably.
frames are built? Or do you kind of have to leave?
I have no clue. We're gonna have to just figure it out as we go.
Okay.
I see 2 screw holes on the footboard and 2 screw holes on the headboard. You see them? Okay, ready? Ready to assemble?
Ready. Do you want to be the plugger or
You
the
be the
propper?
plugger and I'll be the propper.
Okay. Lean it forward.
This is so fun.
Okay. And it's like Indiana Jones.
It's like Lincoln Logs. Remember Lincoln Logs? This is so cool. Yay. Yep. More pieces. Bed. And especially the other side.
Oh, right. So you gotta tilt it all the way up.
It looks so good.
Looks so.
This
so
is
good.
so exciting. I know it seems maybe a little too big for the room, but this is the best spot for it. And ultimately, this is going to be a guest bedroom, and this bed will move into the other room. So we're
This
so.
bed will move into the other room. Queen will be in here. The kings will move
The
to the
kings.
younger room.
I love how the wood looks with the blue. I think we really made the right choice.
I think, yeah, both woods with the blue and cream.
This is so exciting.
We're good.
Okay,
We're good.
now I got to get the mattress, and we're on a time crunch. So
$35, everyone. $35.
perfect, because then you tuck the sheets
And we got about 1 inch. Ready to take these shoes off and bounce. Oh.
Wow. Good night.
This is it. We did it.
I'll take a creaky bed over no bed. Beautiful. Wow.